I'm Diego Mireles. I go by Diego Mireles Duran, and I was born in Mexico. I grew up in South Texas and eventually came to Austin about 14 years ago. I I've always had sort of a creative fire and curiosities and playfulness. I've always approached things with playfulness and with question. I borrow a lot of visual inspiration from definitely, I would say, nature. I love uh, gradients, and I love, the way uh, colors fade from one to another in a rainbow or in a setting sun. I love the phenomenon of iridescence, and like when you're blowing bubbles, and you know when sunlight is hitting it, or when you see an oil slick on the ground, and the way the light deflects it. And um, the art world is it's sort of funny in the way it all works. And I mean, it's definitely a mastery. I definitely wouldn't profess to understand it. There's just so many places to sort of immerse yourself in, depending on what you want out of it. I resonate more and reside definitely more in the underground scene, and there's strong community in that. Um, I think a lot of really amazing work comes from underground artists. All these artists are sort of um, people who sort of were really hard to understand at first, and the message was always really way more intentional, with tons of awareness and tons of uh, intention. There's so much more to hear and to receive from people coming out of these scenes. And I definitely resonate more with um, that sort of culture than bank art, or what would you call it, hotel art. I just feel like I have more to say than to just belong in an empty space where people are walking by.